Hello everybody, today I'm going to be talking about the leveling build that I'm going to be doing to play. Now when it comes to how I am going to go about leveling, this is really all you need to know about Season 2. They buffed overworld events a ton. They have buffed experience a ton. It does not matter what you do, just do what you have fun doing. If you have fun just running around doing world events, level that way. If you have fun doing dungeons, do it that way. Like that's going to be probably the funnest way to do it. I would imagine if you just go into Domhain tunnels and just run that repeatedly, that's probably going to be one of your best bets for experience. But what I will be doing is I am going to just be doing overworld events. I'm going to go do a lot of blood harvests because I want to start stacking things for the seasonal power. I want to be able to do world bosses so I can start potentially getting parts and stuff like that. And world bosses have significantly buffed rewards, so I'm kind of expecting world bosses to be a pretty solid way to get legendary drops early before they start dropping pancakes. So anyway, so let's go ahead and hop on into this. I had the leveling path thing here. I'll put a link in the description to this. So Wild Claw, we're going Claw because we are going to be running companion skills. This is going to be a companion leveling build, and this is going to give us the best shot at resetting our pack leader. So we are going to go Claw. Come down here, Shred, Enhance Shred. We're going to go the Poison. We don't have any crit chance yet, or not a whole lot of it, so it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to go Primal Shred, because if we're not hardly critting anyway, why do we care about the critical strike damage bonus, right? We're going to come down here. Now, you can pick whatever you want. I go Blood Howl early on, because this has a 16-second cooldown, 18-second, 22-second, and this one actually has a solid way to reduce the cooldown, whereas this you need like symbiotic aspect and stuff like that to start doing it. So yeah. And then we're going to go here. I'm going to go for the attack speed steroid. You can also do the generate spirit, whichever one you want. I personally think that they are both, I honestly think they're both equally good because we are running shred and then we are running companion, so the attack speed is nice for claw, stuff like that. Then I'm going to come back here. I'm going to put 2 more points into my shred, and then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to pick up wolves. I'll pick up poison creeper and ravens. I mean, technically you want to actually pick up poison creeper first, but if you want, but I'm going to pick up wolves first because this is like my favorite ability. So then we go enhanced poison creeper, ferocious poison creeper. Keep in mind you want to do this one because it does double the damage of your poison creeper. Like this one's cool because it can potentially give you crit, but this doubling the damage of your poison creeper, like this ability is going to carry you through the early game and like one shot everything. So just this, yeah, that's really all there is to say about it. Then we're going to go Enhanced Wolves, Brutal Wolves, come down here, Ravens, Enhanced Ravens, Brutal Ravens. Ferocious Ravens isn't really that useful in my opinion. I think Brutal Ravens is better because you just get 2 more. You also get more passive damage. But, I mean, I guess if you don't have crazy access to Vulnerable early, this could be good, but I don't know. I don't think it's really going to be anything all that great early on. So then we're going to come over here, pick up these to go ahead and increase the damage of this. And then we are going to want to do this. Just go ahead and max out our poison creeper. And then I'll probably end up maxing out my wolves. I'll probably end up maxing out my ravens. Then I might come back here to do shred, something like that. And keep in mind you can alter this however you want. You can do whatever it is you want. Another thing too you can do is once you get to the point where you do have your ult unlocked, you can swap out shred for lacerate and go the whole anticipation on your vampiric power, because that's going to be lacerate with that vampiric power in theory should be pretty good. Like it should be really good early on, even if it falls off later. Early on that should be a pretty good combo, and honestly that's probably what I'm going to do as soon as I get access to anticipation. Is I will most likely drop shred for lacerate just because I like lacerate and I think it's a cool ability. Okay, so now that we got that, come down here, you can just pick up, I think, so right now, Ursine's Strength is probably going to be your best bet, because it's going to increase the damage of, all of your companions, so that's probably going to be the best one. But I mean, later on, Nature's Fury with the Crone Staff and being symbiotic aspect and stuff like that becomes better to get like Earthen Bulwark resets and stuff like that, so you can be unstoppable all the time. But yeah, so now you have 18 points left, right? But the thing is we have all of our companions maxed out. We have Shred maxed out. So it really just comes down to you can start taking the passives that you want. So I'm going to come up here. If I'm still running Shred, I'm going to take this right here. Go ahead and pick that up. Go ahead and pick this up since I'm using like a ton of werewolf skills. So actually no, yeah, it's actually fine because it persists 3 seconds after leaving werewolf form. Then I'll probably come down here, pick up this, and why the heck do I have a point in that? I did not mean to put a point in that. What the heck? What is this? I am just clicking randomly, apparently accidentally putting points into things. My bad. After that, I mean at this point, let's see. It's also going to depend too on what your drops, because keep in mind you're like level 50 like by this point. So I would say come over here and we'll just go quick shift, because you're actually switching back and forth between your forms a lot. So if you're running Shred, that's not too bad. Lacerate isn't too bad either, because every time you cast one of these, it's going to switch you back to human form. So yeah, so this is pretty much the idea of what I'm going to do. Obviously you can take things in a different order, do things however you want, but this is going to be kind of the base way I'm going to do it. So now when it comes to legendary powers, let's go ahead and come over here. So the first thing, is Aspect of Might, which you can get from Dry Steps. So you want to pick that up. Then you want to go Disobedience, which you can get from Halls of the Damned. So a big part of like when I do dungeons, it's probably just going to go to run around and unlock these. Then what we want to do is we want to get a two-handed weapon, and we're going to want to get Shepherd's Aspect because we can get that from a dungeon as well. Come over here. You can get you should be able to get like most of the defensive ones. Aspect, nope, that's not that one. It's Skinwalkers is pretty solid early on. It's not so good later on, and then there's also this one too. You can actually get Vigorous Aspect, so Unlocked in Hawazar from Steadfast Barracks. So this one's also pretty good if you want damage reduction while in werewolf form, but Skinwalkers I think is actually insanely good early on specifically. So that's not too bad. Let's go here. So then on our amulets, we are going to want to go probably Aspect of Retaliation, because you can get this from Seaside Descent and Dry Steps. And then come down here. We cannot get that. We also don't know what the seasonal ones are, so like they're going to be adding in extra seasonal ones. After, let's see here. Nope. It's not really what I'm looking for. Oh, Edge Masters is pretty good. Edge Masters is pretty good here. And then because that's going to give you, now granted, you need to watch your resource when you use Edge Masters. You just kind of you don't want to be casting things when you have 0 resource. Let's see, Rapid Aspect isn't too bad. I'm seeing if there's, that's Raw Might Aspect. Yeah, I'd say probably just go Rapid Aspect, and then Edge Masters. And this is and you keep in mind, you got to think about, you got to think about things like, what font, what you find, what drops, etc. This is just a build that you can put together regardless of like what drops. You're pretty much guaranteed to get this. Hopefully they make Aspect of the Blurred Beast. That's one thing with the seasonal ones, is we don't know what the seasonal powers are going to be yet. So like if you can get Blurred Beast or something like that. So let me actually go ahead and do like a disclaimer here, or not a disclaimer, but like a rules and exceptions. If Aspect of the Blurred Beast, okay, if this legendary ends up being a seasonal power, right? This is huge to get, so I would prioritize getting this and just play Shred, because once you get this, you will start one-shotting everything. Because what you'll do, whoops. So what you're going to want to do is you'll actually do something like this. You would do this, Blurred Beast, and then you'd go Shepherds here, right? Then you would move and then you would go ahead, just go here and do like retaliation. Right, so here, so Edge Master, so you should be getting 15% for this. So 15%, you're going to have like 4 ravens plus 2 wolves, and, or sorry, is it 3 ravens? Oh, sorry, I'm trying to remember what the number is without Stampede. Okay, yeah, so you're going to have 3 ravens, that's 45%. You're going to have 2 wolves, that's another 30%, so that's going to take you up to 75%. And then you're going to have Poison Creeper, which is going to be another 2, so... And that's assuming, well, actually, I guess this is going to be min rolled, so it'll be like 10%, so you'll have like 70% damage increase. But yeah, because that'll be min rolled, and then it'll be added in, so you'll have like a 9%. It'll be 9% per companion out, since if you get this from that. So yeah, so this would be what I would do if Aspect of the Blurred Beast is in the seasonal one, and I would just be really focused on completing that seasonal journey to unlock this, because this is going to make, you know, this whole build right here would be pretty solid to play even into the end game. So here we go. We got Claw, we got Shred, we got this one, this one, this one, Bloodhowl, and then when it comes to this, you know, obviously when you hit level 15, you want to start focusing on this. You can grab that. Pack Leader. Pack Leader is the first one you want to get. Always Pack Leader if you're doing a companion leveling build. You know, always Pack Leader first. Masochistic, and then boom, it'll look something like that. This, you can go Max Life is probably fine. And then, interesting, you can get diamonds. Probably skulls in the jewelry, I'd imagine. And then when it comes to the vampiric powers, I mean, obviously, now I don't know exactly when you're going to be able to get each thing, because nobody does yet. But, you know, Moonrise... Then you can go like something like a Curse Touch, heck, Coven's Fangs, Anticipation. If you get Anticipation, you can swap out Shred for the ult. Feed the Coven wouldn't be too bad if you're running the Shred one. Feed the Coven wouldn't be too bad. And then you also, and you can even go Flowing Veins as well. And you can even go Flowing Veins as well, right? Because then, boom. You'd have a 60% damage amp to your Poison Creeper and potentially the Ravens. I don't know if this is considered a dot. I mean, it is doing damage over time technically, but it's different. It's not like this where it applies a poison dot on them. So I have no clue. I'll have to test that out. But this will give your Poison Creeper a 60% damage amp. And in the event that Blurred Beast is actually in the seasonal powers, you know, going Flowing Veins and playing for the Poison Creeper Blurred Beast Shred thing is going to be really, it's going to make your life real easy. Because remember, you'd be able to get all of this just from doing dungeons. So you start one-shotting everything. Alright. But yeah, I think that's really it. But otherwise, yeah, you know, just go. I'll go ahead and leave this as what I had it before. And then keep in mind, after you get Retaliation, you can do something like this. So you can start building Fortify. You can also take out this, and you can do this to get Shape-Shifting. And this is also why Skinwalkers is really good, because you're going to get full life, and you're also going to Fortify. So that's going to be the other thing. And then you can do Overcharged Aspect here. Actually, I don't even know if that's going to be that great, because they're not doing lightning damage. I take that back. You don't actually have lightning damage yet. I'm trying to think of like the best thing to put here. Aspect of the Elements? No. You know, we don't know what, man, if they put like Aspect of the Alpha. Oh, and then that's the other thing. If they put Aspect of the Alpha as your seasonal journey, oh yeah, pick that up, put that on your weapon immediately. Your wolves will literally just carry you through the early game. Like it's actually kind of nuts. There isn't honestly, I don't really see a whole lot of good options here. I mean, you could do this. I know for the boots you'd want to do a looting aspect, but I'm not really seeing a whole lot of good offensive ones that you can actually get from a dungeon. So I guess you could just go Aspect of the Expectant I mean, it's not that amazing, but it still does something, and you can get it early. So this will be what the this will be what the build looks like. You know, just kind of leveling up. Now, keep in mind, keep an eye out on that season journey. Keep an eye on those powers, see what they are. You know, if Blurred Beast is in there, if Aspect of the Alpha is in there, oh my lord. If Aspect of the Alpha is in there, that's going to be so cracked for leveling. Like, it's probably the best one. But then Blurred Beast is also really good too. So Blurred Beast, Aspect of the Alpha, be on the lookout for those. But anyways, that's going to do it for this build, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed watching. Hopefully this helps you with your leveling experience in terms of what to do here, because keep in mind the base damage of these is so high that your companion skill should be carrying you through the leveling experience. And then, you know, obviously with Shred and then Shepherd's Aspect, Retaliation, and stuff like that, you should have quite a lot of damage. You shouldn't have a whole lot of issues leveling up with this. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you next time. Thanks.